Okay, recap for Tuesday, the 24th of February 2026. Okay, so a market is garbage. That's all I can say, right? Um, this is a weird day, right? Because yesterday we had a, how do we call it, right? So yesterday's price action, we dumped, right? Closed inside the range. And then today, we come close to previous data low and then pump again, right? Taking previous data high. Just exactly like we did with the other day before on Monday. So we're just going back and forth, right? And I do expect mainly lower prices, right? So far. But so far we have been stuck between two volume imbalance. This volume imbalance and this volume imbalance. That's how we've just been up and down, high resistance liquidity. And it doesn't help to give me a clear bias for the day, right? Like either are we gonna go lower and expand, or we're gonna go higher and then go. But we have now liquidities on both sides of the market, right there, right there, right. Still, overall, want to see bearish price action. I believe we're gonna go bearish, but I don't know how long we're gonna keep doing this, right? If I'm bearish, I would like previous weekly high to stay intact, right? So like maybe this, and if we go down from here, then we'll make some sort of what do you call it? An intermediate or long term high, basically, right? Intermediate high eventually will make this and long term high to dump lower, or we're actually gonna take this high, get over the volume imbalance, and then we're gonna start looking at these highs, right? So it's just weird, right? And I need to be more selective, and that's why I just keep getting a bunch of break evens. It's really annoying, right? So today, when I came to the market, right, this is the candle that ends at 10. Right? This is the market. See, I want it to be bearish. Okay, that's my initial. That's my thought. I want to be bearish. We have this 4 hour CB. I'm watching the volume imbalance really, but I just don't like that we're closing above this, right? So let's go on something like the hourly, right? Yes, there's a volume imbalance in it, but like I'm not a fan of us just even closing this far up, regardless of the volume. Kind of like seeing it with this in terms of where we're closing by, right? So that to me is okay. We want to go lower from that, right? So if we want to go lower from that, that's my main idea. Okay, we want to go lower. I'm looking at liquidities, right? What are we doing, right? 9:30 open is right here. We have relative equal highs in terms of the initial buy side, and then we have our previous daily high, right? So that's two liquidities, and we have 7, which is right there, London low, and three lows together, lunch, AM low, and PM low, all stacked together, very close by. I don't like how they're that close, but to me, it outweighs that we have more liquidity on the sell side. One thing that I didn't like, I know it in my head, I'm like, okay, this high, I don't really like, right? It's a slight SMT, but I would want NQ normally to have this cleared up. So I do have a similar model for like the 9:30 to open and just dump straight to all of those. However, that high not been taken was just making me really doubt it. I'm like, something's gonna happen, right? So let's pull the lipstick, right? So let's explain what's going on. This is Monday's first presented fair value gap. This is the volume imbalance that we stuck above on the higher side, right? And this is the volume imbalance that we stuck on the lower side, right? So until we close definitively through any of them, we're just gonna be range bound, right? You can see we go to it, dump. Come to this, pump, right? Genuine garbage price action. And until that is done, then yeah. So I thought today we're gonna expand and go through it. However, right? So Also, one more thing actually. On the 4 hour, I didn't really care about drawing this bearish thing because there's no inside it. But we have this mini gap right here, right, with this volume imbalance. And my thought process is by 10, right? If we close below that and it's 10, right? Which means we're gonna close the 4 hour, we're gonna close the 1 hour, all of that by 10, and that means we're gonna continue bearish. However, what happens, like, the market expands aggressively at 9:30 with opening price all the way to here. Not that much actual points, but it was aggressive at the moment compared to what the price was. And through that, I thought it was one of my models which actually realized it's not. However, I took a 15-second entry right there on this high, and I was waiting for this to not close that much and create a first presented fair value gap that we can get wicking and then drop lower. Then goes down here, creates the first presented fair value gap technically for me. Institutional order flow entry drill, but like one tick I think, and goes down, and then I'll look away for a second and I'll break even. So that was not nice, right? And what I'm expecting was definitely just to run through what I missed, right? I didn't have my other monitor for ES. We have actually went and took the lows. That is a problem. Because ES doesn't normally do this, and ES took all the lows. Boom, and then reversed. See? I didn't see that, otherwise I would have taken my profit right there. One of those. But, we live, we learn. Make sure that you have ES on the other side. Or be checking it. I didn't even check ES, that's the problem. So, that's an early, I guess, break even or whatever. Then, like, remember, I have no clue what the market will go, but once it reversed all the way above this again, in my head, I'm like, okay, it's unrealistic, even though that the liquidity is here. However, now that we've taken 1, 2, we have kind of 3, but I'm gonna count them as 1 because they're all together, right? Like if it's gonna run for 1, it's gonna run for all of them, and we have 2 on the other side. In my head, I'm like, I don't want us to take previous daily high, but hey, this market can do it. Why? Because we haven't filled our new weekly opening gap, right? So I'm saying, okay, I wouldn't mind going for the long because remember, I said if by 10 we're above this, right? And that's 10 right there. We're above it, we're open, right? Open, low, high, close, whatever here, right? So 10 a.m. shoot straight down, expected, right? And at the same time, we're above this 4 hours, so we have closed above again, right? So we have not closed bearish. This at the same time is the 50% of right there, the 50%, right? So when it does this and then like the 15-second or whatever, again entry somewhere around here, right? And we push up here, I go break even on here. We have a gap, we have an order block, right? We invest this, we should not be coming that much lower, right? We should just, I expected this to stay as a breakaway gap, never mind, go straight through it. That break even me, and then it goes to TP straight away after that. So again, unlucky for the second time. I didn't even bother to get it the second time. So yeah, I expected it to go up here. It was not clear, but in my head, if it's gonna do this, this should be a manipulation. And if you get a standard deviation of the minus 0.5 of this, it'll be around here, right? So all of this to go to the high and fill the new weekly opening gap is my target in my head, and you can see it does that eventually at 11:14, and the new weekly opening gap high at 104. That's it. That's what I expect from the market, and it just has a weird retracement while it's holding this Monday's first presented. And now it goes all the way up to volume imbalance. This is next day. Right? It's gonna be for Wednesday's fast action basically. We took previous daily high, went to here. We're not trying to take these. Expect us to go lower. And if we go lower, then we have two options. Tomorrow either we're gonna dump fully or maybe dump to discount and then decide later, right? So, but we did take previous daily high, so we might not take previous daily low, right? It just depends. Might take both, right? And actually get out this range. Or might, you know what, close above this volume imbalance and actually start looking for the highs. I don't know. Don't care. It's just weird, hard market conditions. I guess should be willing more to take the loss on this if it didn't, but I don't know if that was the right call because again, it's rare for it to like manipulate and expand in one direction and then comes down all the way and take the low. It's rare, right? So I didn't expect it, but I still had to like cover the risk when it made sense. Yeah, it's just unlucky, right? So yeah, just break evens. Garbage market. I really don't like the delivery, especially that we're inside this range. I don't like when I don't have my high time frame, right? You just one and done, right? Like, all right, we're bearish, we're bearish. It's not like, oh, we're bearish, then bullish, then bearish, then bullish, then bearish. I hate it, right? It's not the perfect market condition to trade, and I'll probably be de-risking because I don't like what I'm seeing until we get out this or this range, one of them, right? And when I'm talking get out of it, I'm talking on a closing basis. I know this day kind of, and we went to like the midpoint of this. If we do it again and maybe like the midpoint of this week, so I'm guessing that's gonna line up with them. Yeah, so just closing below this again, right? Then it will prove that we're bearish again. Closing above that volume imbalance, then will prove that we're bullish again. So yeah, bullish until like taking these highs, and then after that maybe bearish again. Very, very iffy market. It's just annoying. Anyway, that's the market recap. Peace out.